Your mind is one of the most powerful tools you have. It can create ideas, solve problems, and help you build the life you want. But the same mind can also become your biggest enemy. One of the most dangerous habits that silently destroys people's happiness, confidence, and progress is overthinking. Overthinking is when your mind refuses to stop analyzing every situation, every decision, and every possibility. You replay conversations in your head again and again. You worry about what might happen tomorrow. You question your past decisions and imagine dozens of negative outcomes that may never even happen. Instead of helping you move forward, your thoughts trap you in a cycle of doubt and fear. At first, overthinking may feel like you are trying to be careful or responsible. You might believe that thinking more will help you avoid mistakes, but in reality, too much thinking often leads to the opposite result. Instead of clarity, you get confusion. Instead of confidence, you get anxiety. Instead of action, you remain stuck. One of the biggest problems with overthinking is that it steals your present moment. Your mind is either stuck in the past or worried about the future. You replay something embarrassing you said years ago. You wonder what people think about you. You imagine worst-case scenarios about situations that haven't even happened yet. Meanwhile, life continues, moving forward while you remain trapped inside your own thoughts. Overthinking also destroys your confidence when you analyze every decision too much. You begin to doubt yourself. Even simple choices become stressful. You question whether you are good enough, smart enough, or capable enough. This constant self-doubt slowly weakens your belief in yourself. Think about how many opportunities people miss because of overthinking. Someone wants to start a project, but they keep thinking about what could go wrong. Someone wants to speak up, but they worry about what others will say. Someone wants to chase their dream, but they keep waiting for the perfect moment that never arrives. The opportunity disappears, not because they lack talent, but because their mind convinced them to stay safe. The truth is that perfection does not exist. No decision will ever come with complete certainty. No path in life is completely free of risk. Waiting until you feel completely sure before taking action is a trap that keeps many people stuck for years. Another dangerous effect of overthinking is emotional exhaustion. When your mind constantly runs in circles, it drains your energy. Your brain keeps searching for answers, replaying scenarios, and imagining problems. This mental noise makes it difficult to focus, relax, or enjoy simple moments of life. Many people who overthink also struggle with sleep at night. When the world becomes quiet, their thoughts become louder. They replay the entire day in their mind. They analyze conversations, mistakes, and possibilities. Hours pass while their brain refuses to rest the next day. They wake up tired, not because they worked too hard, but because their mind never stopped working. Overthinking also creates problems that do not even exist when you think too much. Your brain starts filling gaps with negative assumptions. Someone does not reply to your message, and suddenly your mind imagines that they are upset with you. A small mistake happens, and your mind turns it into a huge failure in reality. Most situations are much simpler than the stories our mind creates. One important thing to understand is that thinking itself is not the enemy. Thinking helps us plan, learn, and grow. The problem begins when thinking turns into endless worrying. Without action, healthy thinking leads to decisions. Overthinking leads to paralysis. Imagine standing at a crossroads with two paths in front of you. Instead of choosing one and moving forward, you stand there analyzing every possible outcome. Minutes turn into hours, hours turn into days. Eventually, the opportunity to move disappears. Not because the path was. Imagine standing at a crossroads with two paths in front of you. Instead of choosing one and moving forward, you stand there analyzing every possible outcome. Minutes turn into hours. Hours turn into days. Eventually, the opportunity to move disappears. Not because the path was wrong, But because you never took the first step, action is the most powerful cure for overthinking. When you start doing something, your focus shifts from worrying to progress. Even small steps can break the cycle of endless thoughts. You don't need a perfect plan to begin. You only need the courage to take the next step. Another helpful approach is learning to accept uncertainty. Life will always include unknowns. Trying to control every possible outcome will only increase anxiety. Instead of trying to predict everything, focus on what you can control right now: your effort, your attitude, and your next action. It is also important to remember that your thoughts are not always facts. Just because your mind imagines something negative does not mean it will happen. Many of the fears created by overthinking never become reality. Learning to observe your thoughts, without believing every single one of them, can give you freedom. Sometimes the simplest solution is also the most powerful one. Pause for a moment. Take a deep breath. Bring your attention back to the present. Notice where you are, what you are doing, and what actually needs to be done right now. Most of the time, the problem feels much smaller when you focus on the present moment instead of endless possibilities. Another powerful habit is limiting how much time you spend analyzing a decision. Give yourself a reasonable amount of time to think, gather information, and consider options. After that, make the best decision you can with the information you have. Progress comes from movement, not from perfect certainty. Many successful people are not successful because they always make perfect decisions. They succeed because they take action. Learn from mistakes and adjust along the way. They understand that mistakes are part of growth. Waiting for perfection only delays progress. Life moves quickly. Opportunities appear and disappear. Moments pass and never return. Spending too much time trapped in your own thoughts can cause you to miss the experiences that truly matter. Imagine looking back at your life years from now. The biggest regrets rarely come from the actions we took. They come from the chances we were too afraid to take, the words we were too hesitant to say, and the dreams we kept postponing because we thought too much. Your mind should be a tool that helps you build your future, not a cage that keeps you stuck in fear. When you learn to control your thoughts instead of letting them control you, everything begins to change. You start trusting yourself more. Decisions become easier. Your energy returns. You begin taking steps toward the life you want, instead of waiting for perfect conditions. Remember, clarity often comes from action, not from endless thinking. The moment you move forward, many of the fears created by overthinking begin to disappear. So the next time your mind starts creating endless scenarios, pause for a moment and ask yourself a simple question. Is this thought helping me move forward, or is it holding me back? If it is holding you back, take a small step anyway. Break the cycle. Choose action over fear, because life is not meant to be lived inside your head. It is meant to be experienced, explored, and lived fully. Stop overthinking, start living.